Welcome to another one of my videos. We will be going over the Vitthara Sutta, the strengths and details, the 5 strengths, in the Anuttara Nikaya book of the Buddha, which consists of 11 books in it, and the Sutra of the 5 unforgivable deeds. So, monks, there are these 5 strengths for one in training. Which 5? Strength of conviction, strength of conscience, strength of concern, strength of persistence, and strength of discernment. And what is strength of conviction? There is the case where a monk, a disciple of the noble ones, has conviction, is convinced of the Tathagata's awakening. Indeed, the Blessed One is worthy and rightly self-awakened, consummated in knowledge and conduct, well gone and expert with regard to the world, unexcelled as a trainer for those people fit to be tamed, the teacher of divine and human beings, awakened, blessed. This, monks, is called the strength of conviction. And what is the strength of conscience? There is the case where a disciple of the noble ones feels shame at the thought of engaging in bodily misconduct, verbal misconduct, mental misconduct. This is called the strength of conscience. And what is the strength of concern? There is the case where a disciple of the noble ones feels concern for the suffering that results from the bodily misconduct, verbal misconduct, and mental misconduct. This is called the strength of concern. And what is the strength of persistence? There is the case where a monk, a disciple of the noble ones, keeps his persistence aroused for abandoning unskillful mental qualities and taking on skillful mental qualities. He is steadfast, solid in his effort, not shirking his duties with regard to skillful mental qualities. This is called the strength of persistence. And what is the strength of discernment? There is the case where a monk, a disciple of the noble ones, is discerning, endowed with discernment of arising and passing away, noble, penetrating, leading to the right ending of stress. This is called the strength of discernment. These monks are the 5 strengths of one in training. Thus you should train yourself. We will be endowed with the strength of conviction, that is the strength of one in training, with the strength of conscience, concern, persistence, and discernment. That's how you should train yourself. Now we go on to the Parikupa Sutta in Agony. This is the translator's note. This discourse lists the 5 great deeds that are said to prevent one's chances of attaining any of the noble attainments in this lifetime. People who commit them fall immediately at the moment of death into hell. No help from outside is able to mitigate the sufferings they will endure in hell, and thus they are said to be incurable. Only when the results of these deeds have worked themselves out will they be released from hell. Even if they return to the human plane, they will continue to suffer the consequences of their deeds. For example, Venerable Moggallana, one of the Buddha's foremost disciples, killed his parents many eons ago, and the result of that deed pursued him even through his final lifetime, when he was beaten to death. There are these 5 inhabitants of the states of deprivation, inhabitants of hell, who are in agony and incurable. Which 5? One who has killed his or her mother, one who has killed his or her father, one who has killed an arahant, one who, with a corrupted mind, has caused the blood of a Tathagata to flow, and one who has caused a split in the Sangha. These are the 5 inhabitants of the states of deprivation, inhabitants of hell, who are in agony and incurable. May we never do those deeds, and may we cultivate, maintain, and protect the 5 strengths. May you be free from suffering in body and mind.